Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj, and today I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 67, the first event of 2023 after a very welcome break. As you guys know, I kind of fell off with content toward the end of 2022 because my job is very demanding now, but you know, once in a while I get still a chance to make videos, so I did some research and I got pretty much the main events for this card done for Capper Comparison Picks. So I'm presenting that to you today. If you're new to my show, what I do is I take picks from my free picks from YouTube from my favorite cappers. Can't fit them all though. I take 5 or 6 of my favorite cappers and I put their picks side by side on who they're taking to help me make my decision if I'm on the fence. And these 3 fights could, in my opinion, could go either way. So that's why I was like, you know what, I got to do a comparison pick show. So here we go. So without further delay, I'm going to start this show off with the feature middleweight fight, 185 pounds, between Punahelé, Soriano, and Roman Kopylov. Punahelé Soriano, member of the Extreme Couture team, as well as Dan Ige and Sean Strickland. Just coincidental, but look right there, you can do an Extreme Couture 3-leg parlay. Just saying, if you want to go that route. I'm going to throw something on it. But anyway, let's get back to this. Punahelé Soriano is 30 years old. Huh? Roman Kopylov, even though he looks younger, he's actually a year older. Well, I got one. Okay. Both of these fighters are 9-2 as professionals. And Punahelé is a slight favorite, minus 155. Kopylov is a plus 135 underdog. These odds are from Bet Online as of yesterday when I wrote them down. The fight is set at 3 rounds, so the over 2.5 is plus 115. The under is minus 145. So the bookies have it going, not the distance. All right, let's talk about the favorite first, Punahelé Soriano. He's coming off a nice win against Dolce Lungiambula. TKO round 2. Prior to that, he does have back-to-back losses. Once he has a split decision loss to Nick Maximov, very good wrestler from the Nate Diaz camp there. Nick Diaz Army, whatever you want to call it, Diaz Army. And before that, he lost to Brendan Allen, where he just looked piss poor in that fight, to be honest with you. I was high on Punahelé Soriano until that loss. Prior to that, he did beat Dusko Todorovic by punches in round 1. And he had his UFC debut against Oscar Piechota, where he managed to get a round 1 knockout of him as well with a left hook. Like I said, he is from Extreme Couture, and on Instagram it shows him in a couple recent photos with the likes of Brad Tavares, Johnny Nunez, who's like, I think he's from ONE FC maybe, something like that, and Dan Ige. He is a Division III All-American wrestler in college, so you might want to put that in your data bank as well when you're deciding who you're going to go with here. Now the underdog pick, he's taking on the Russian Roman Kopylov. Roman Kopylov fighting out of the Raty team, R-A-T-Y. That's in Dagestan, Russia. I was checking out his Instagram. There's not many big names, all, big Russians. Like, there's not many big mixed martial arts like Fame fighters out of that team, according to Instagram. However, I did notice he's posed in a picture with this guy named Sadulayev Abdul-Rashid. That dude's a beast. He is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 5-time world champ, 3-time European. He's like the best wrestler out of Russia, and he's in a picture with Roman Kopylov because he is part of the ratty team. Cringy kind of, because there's one picture you can see Vladimir Putin, huge poster, huge picture of Vladimir Putin at the ratty team gym. He's in the background, the poster's in the background, like, wow. Okay, but anyway, Roman Kopylov coming off a great win against Alessio Di Chirico, however you want to say it. I think it put him into retirement. I think he's done with that, but he does own his own gym and everything, so he'll be fine, you know, like you guys are concerned anyway. He took care of him with punches in round 3. Good on him there. Before that, he had a good fight against Albert Duraev, which he actually I'm pretty sure he got a knockdown, but Duraev got the nod from the judges, unanimous decision victory there. And before that, he had his UFC debut against Carl Roberson, where he got rear naked choked in round 3. But up until that round 3, he was holding his own. He was doing pretty well. Before that, he was a champ out of Fight Nights Global over in Russia, beating these guys. I don't even know. Yasibe Inamoto beat him in round 4 by punch, and another Russian guy named Abisupian Alakhanov. There's a corner stoppage, also round 4. So you know he's got some cardio. He's been in that Fight Nights Global. He's been through way past 3-round mark. Roman Kopylov will have the slight tail of the tape advantage, having 1-inch height advantage, 2.5-inch reach advantage, and this is a very interesting matchup because Punahelé, I mean, like I said, he's got the wrestling, but he's got the power too in the punches. Thing is, hopefully he doesn't come like he did against Brendan Allen. But you know, Brendan Allen's one of those fighters too. Very hard to predict his outcomes here. So that's why I turned to, wow, that's a pretty impressive skinny hotel. You spelled bird wrong, dyslexia. Okay, anyway, Punahelé, taking Punahelé Soriano. We have, yeah, better. We have, I wish I could have I wish I had more time, but work is so demanding as of lately. I barely have time to do this. It just wipes me out. What was that, the dog? Go check what that was. Probably knocking off your tray table with your food on it.
Yep.
Yeah? Pick it up, please. Thank you. Taking the favorite in Punahelé Soriano. Trigger, what are you doing? Go. Get. Go. Thank you. We've got the brothers from Fight Night Picks out of New Brunswick, Canada. Matt and Craig Allen both in agreement that Punahelé shall get the victory here. Then we have Cody, Blood Money. Cody, one of my favorite cappers, good friend. We do a lot of cooperative shit together. I'm sorry, just sorry. Johnny and Cody do actually, I think it's tonight. Well, it used to be Wednesday nights. I think I heard they might change it to Thursday nights, but they do a evening live stream show. But now Cody has switched. He used to be a third shift worker. Now he got moved to first shift. Congrats on you. Good for you, Cody. Johnny K also taken Soriano. Both these guys, by the way, TKO is the method they're taking for Punahelé Soriano. We have Artem MMA from New Zealand. You know, another friend. I would like to say friend. We got why I call them friends. We're all in the same like capper chat on Instagram. I don't want to tell you what the chat is because that's already a little congested. Got too much little few too many people in there, but I like a more like a smaller grouping. So, you know. But anyway, these three guys amongst like maybe 4 other people are in a capper chat with me, and we discuss fights and everything. It's great. I love it. He's also Artem also saying TKO. Then we've got my man Dev, the dude, changing his look, changing his name to, or his channel name is now the MMA Jesus. I love it, Jesus. I love it, Dev. Good on you. Dev, by the way, won the most Tapology contests of 2022 on BC Dave. BC Dave's got a Tapology group, number 926 maybe, something like that. But anyway, Dave told me Dev won the most first place Tapology contest of last year. Good on you, Dev. Congrats, buddy. You're the man. Dev, the dude. Also taken Soriano. However, we do have a contrarian picker, so it's not a full capper consensus. Sell the Red. That's the guy that he does the show with, Dev. Sell the Red. Sell has his own channel called the S&M Show. Links for all these guys will be in the description. But Sal is on the side of Roman Kopylov. He's not alone there either, because I didn't have a chance to, like I said, I can't fit all the cappers I'd like to watch onto the show. There's only so much room on these boards, you know. But Lay from UFC Gambling Addicts, also on Kopylov. And I could be wrong, but maybe AJ DeVito from MMA Experts. I don't know. I can't say that for sure, but I know Lay. He said he's like, this is not a popular pick, but I'm gonna go with Kopylov here. And man, it really well could happen, because Soriano, I've seen him be great. I've seen him be shitty as well. So, but in this case, my pick is going to be Punahelé Soriano. I used to be really high on him until that Brendan Allen fight, so hopefully he can get back to that. And I do think he might be able to look at it's crazy. Even the bookies think it's gonna be knocko the decision to decision. So I'm gonna also take him by TKO as well. Not picking the round though, because I don't know. So there you have that. Forgive me, I am a little bit rusty. I haven't done Capper Comparison show in quite a while. So, moving on. Next we have the matchup between 50K Dan Ige. Dan Ige got that name from the 50K bonuses that he was getting back in his early career. Now, as of recently though, he has been kind of on, you could argue that he's been on a decline, but he can also argue that he's been fighting straight up killers. He's been fighting cream of the crop fighters. He comes in slight favorite, both negative numbers here. He has a record of 15-6. He's minus 116. He's taking on a game Damon Jackson. Damon Jackson, 22-4-1 and 1 no contest. I didn't have room to put that. Also a minus number, minus 104 here. So this is a very close fight. Dan Ige, 31 years old. I did mention he is out of Extreme Couture. Damon Jackson's 34. Damon Jackson fighting out of Fortis MMA over in Texas, Tejas. So Damon Jackson, he's got a whole new look. His name used to be Leech, his nickname. He has thus changed it to now Action Jackson. Yeah. Okay. That's fine with me. That's good enough, man. Because your streak is I guess you can pick a new nickname. We're gonna start with a slight favorite though. Why? Go ahead. I'd rather you didn't though. We have every color in that basket, so there's no reason to open those yet. Yes, I see a yellow right there. Anyway, Dan Ige. We're gonna go over him first. His last 5, he's lost to Movsar Evloev by unanimous decision. Movsar Evloev, a beast, good guy. Josh Emmett, power puncher, probably the hardest striking featherweight there is. And you know what? Dan Ige, actually, I remember that fight. I think he rocked him. It was good till it wasn't. Both, again, lost by unanimous decision. Before that, he got beat by the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung. How? Unanimous decision. So he's not getting finished by these guys, but he is losing. Prior to that, he did have a quick, good win against Gavin Tucker. 22 seconds in round 1. Chicken butt. From a right cross. That was a very good win for Dan Ige, 50K. What's up?
I know how to drive the colored pencils.
Oh, yeah? And before that, he lost another unanimous decision to Calvin Cater, Qatar, if you will. Qatar, Cater, I don't know how you say it. I've heard it said both ways. Like I mentioned, he's straight out of Extreme Couture. If you look, check his Instagram. He's got training videos with the famed coach Eric Nixick. And Brad, I think I saw Brad Tavares maybe in a picture. And yeah, and I saw, not on his page, but on Puna's page, I saw him in a picture with Punahelé Soriano. So, like I said, Extreme Couture representing on this card here. He is a BJJ black belt as well. So is his opponent, Damon Jackson. Damon Jackson, Fortis MMA, down in Texas. Coming off great win over Pat Sabatini. Showed a whole new, that's why he changed his name. He went from being a like a grappler submission guy to action. Given that he took care of Pat Sabatini, undefeated Pat Sabatini. Had that like a front kick to the face, followed up by a flurry of uppercuts. Fantastic. I lost money on it, but I wasn't even mad because Damon Jackson clearly, yeah, good on you, Action Jackson. He took care of Pat Sabatini. He got the front kick, uppercuts, and then it was a little bit of ground and pound action. Did that early in round 1. I think it was maybe a minute into the round. I know it was pretty early though. I didn't write the time. Before that, he beat Dan Argueta, who is also on this card. I was going to cover his prelim fight, but yesterday or the day before, his opponent, who I was going to take the underdog too. His opponent, man, I can't make his UFC debut. He had a LCL tear, some sort of freak injury, so he got a quick replacement. Man, another kid that I really don't know much about, but I'll get into that Friday night in the live stream. So anyway, he beat Dan Argueta by Damon Jackson. Pretty much controlled the entire fight, got even a decision. Before that, arm triangle over Kamuela Kirk in round 2. That was good on him. Before that, beat Boston Strong Charles Rosa, unanimous decision. And before that, he did have a loss, but it was against who? Ilia Topuria, who I think will become featherweight champion probably this in 2023. If not champ, he's going to be up there, way up there in the rankings. Way up, top 5. Ilia Topuria. And here's the kicker. Damon Jackson, yeah, they both have the same reach, but Damon Jackson's got a 4-inch height advantage here. And on Instagram, I said he's from Fortis MMA. Instagram, the only person I think I've seen him posed with that you would know would be Ocho Steven Peterson. The Ocho or whatever you want. That means 8. I don't know why that nickname is, but whatever. Damon Jackson, I've seen him. He is in a couple of training pictures. Well, at least one training picture with Ocho Steven Peterson. So there you have that. Let's see what the cappers have to say, starting with the slight favorite. 1 and 4 in his last 5 on a 3-fight losing streak. Dan Ige, if you don't get your stuff together, this may be, you're definitely out of the top 15 rankings. And kind kind of like back against the wall. It's kind of like almost a must-win for Dan Ige, which is hard. You never think you'd hear anybody saying that, but like I said, his competition has been tough. So there you got that. Taking Dan Ige, we've got Artem MMA. Artem I don't think he said the method. If he did, I didn't write it down. See, this is another thing, guys. I used to get a lot of my research on my drive to work, but as of recently, I've been having to go and pick up this dude, and I try to listen to these cappers after I pick up, but the dude does not stop. I'm not gonna, mention the dude does not stop talking. I don't know. He's like a and I don't want to be rude and be like, can you shut up so I can listen to this? I'm not rude like that. I give this guy a ride to work until he gets his license straightened out, and he is one of my top workers. I put him in the field and he gets things done quick. So it's kind of like it's pros and cons with this guy. But anyway, Artem MMA is taking Dan Ige, and so is Johnny K. Johnny, by the way, I appreciate the shout out on your end of the year video. Johnny K, we had a t-shirt bet, and he won. It was, who it was? It was the great white Alex Morono. Had that short notice fight against Ponzinibbio, where he's winning all the way to the, was it Ponzinibbio? I think it was. All the way to the end, where Ponzinibbio caught him with pulled out a right hook out of his butt. Out of his butt, and happened to win after losing the entire fight. But anyway, he won a t-shirt, so I gave him a t-shirt of Charles Oliveira. That's his favorite fighter, he said. So you're welcome, Johnny K. And I do appreciate the shout out, by the way. Okay, so Johnny K, and he's saying Dan Ige should get a decision here. Okay, Johnny K. Okay. Then we've got Blood Money, Blood Fire. Boom, boom. Yep. Cody from Blood Money MMA Bets. He's saying TKO. Round 1. Wow. That's just pooping right on Damon Jackson. Just pooping on him. Come on, round 1. I mean, I can see it happening, but I mean, maybe a TKO, but round 1, really? I guess. All right. You're everybody's entitled to their opinion. Good on you. Then we've got both the Fight Night Pick brothers. Fight Night Pick, Matt and Craig Allen, both siding with Dan Ige. And finally, Dev and Sel are split here. Yes. Nope. No, another contrarian picker, but this time it's reversed. Sel is with the majority. Sel the red. And over here, Dev. The dude.
I put a light through this window because the bird is flying.
One, aka MMA Jesus, MMA Jesus, on the side of Damon Jackson. So this, if I was to go with the majority, I would have to go with Dan Ige, of course, because he's got, 5 out of 6 cappers. Well, actually, Fight Night Picks is 2 people, so you can say 6 out of 7 cappers. But I don't know. Something's telling me Dan Ige 4 fight losing streak, right? 3 fight losing streak. Damon Jackson 4 fight winning streak. The momentum's going that way. The record is better that way. But I just something. I think Dan Ige realizes that he this is kind of a back against the wall situation. I think he's going to reach real deep down. I think he's done playing games. I think he's had a good camp. He's ready to go. That's how it appears on Instagram anyway, from my, looking at that. So I'm going to go with Dan Ige here to get the win. I'm not confident. I'm going to see how they look in the face-offs. So the pick is subject to change, but as of for the sake of the video, I will go Dan Ige.
Why? Just choose what
And
you
I
want.
think method, man, I think maybe TKO was, I don't know, Damon Jackson. Yeah, I think TKO as well. Ilya Topuria took care of him in round 1, but I don't know if it's going to happen round 1, maybe round 2. But we're going to say Dan Ige by TKO there. And finally, the main event. First main event of the year. We've got replacement Sean Strickland. Of course, as you guys know, Calvin Gastelum was the original opponent, but he caught like a inadvertent knee or elbow. He caught something to the face and it messed up his mouth. And he was like training, and he caught like an elbow or a knee or something. I read something, and so injury to his mouth. He can't fight. So quick replacement. Sean Strickland jumped in, which is ironic because he was the last main event of 2022, and he's going to be the first headlining main event of 2023. Weird, right? Hey, one for the record books. Good on you, Sean Strickland. So opportunity knocked. Sean Strickland answered the door. There you go. So Sean Strickland, 31 years old. I don't have room to write it. Nassourdine Imavov, the Russian sniper,
How you do if you
is
were tiny?
26 years old. Okay?
If you were tiny, you can write.
Yeah, I could, but they know. 31. 31. There, 31. All right. So let's talk about these guys are pick'ems. -110 each side. Okay, interesting. Very interesting here. Very interesting. There's no favorite. It's a pick'em bet. So let's see. I guess I will start with Sean Strickland. Has a record 25-5. Like I mentioned many times over, he's fighting at Extreme Couture in Vegas. In his Instagram, it shows Brad Tavares. A lot of work with Brad Tavares. Chris Curtis. Actually, him and Chris Curtis are like besties. They're tight. They're best buds. And it shows him. I don't even know if it was Extreme Couture, but it was like 7 weeks ago. He's pictured with Magomed Ankalaev, which is good. And it might have been Extreme Couture because I saw Eric Nixick in the comments saying, "You always testing yourself or something, always pushing yourself," but that's what leads to. And the gym didn't look like the inside of Extreme Couture. It looked like maybe the Apex or something. I don't know. I don't know where it was, but UFC Performance Institute. I don't know exactly where it was, but he was definitely did some training with Magomed Ankalaev. Is my head cut off?
Under your hair, like
Ugh,
above your eyebrows.
That's why I keep having to bend over like this. It's not good for my back, but whatever. Okay, Sean Strickland does have a 1-inch, very slight 1-inch reach advantage, which is fingertip, not even nothing. It doesn't mean crap. Nassourdine Imavov has 2-inch height advantage. Not much. I mean, we'll see how they face. These are according to Tapology, and fighters will, they're not exactly all the time truthful on the stats. So I should check out the official measurements on UFC, but whatever. Let's go with Tapology, And let's talk about his last 5. Okay, as you guys know, last year he finished the year off with a split decision loss to Jared Cannonier. I cashed in on that. I did take Jared Cannonier on that fight, I will probably say. Prior to that, he lost to Alex Pereira by left hook in round 1. Alex Pereira, though, champion, cream of the crop, rise to the top. I never eat a pig because a pig is a cop. Alex Pereira, you can't take anything from that, except for Strickland. I mean, he had no, footwork. He was standing straight up like this, trying to box with with probably debatably the best kickboxer in the division for sure. And he should have just wrestled. I was very disappointed in Strickland in that fight, because if Strickland just used they used the game plan to go against Alex Pereira's weaknesses and go to take it to the ground, use some wrestling. Whatever. Salty still about that. By the way, this is going at, these guys are middleweights, but they're both fighting at light heavyweight. I think it's because Strickland's short notice and they don't want to, they don't want him to have to, try to cut a bunch of weight, even though he stays ready. The guy stays training on the daily. So, but anyway, it's at 205, so they can be healthy. They're probably weighing in probably around the 190 something. I'm guessing. We'll see. We'll see how they look on Friday. Before Alex Pereira, though, had a split decision win against Jack Hermanson. Okay, give you that one. Before that, he beat Uriah Hall, unanimous decision. Uriah Hall, I heard, no longer in the UFC. All right. And before that, he beat Krzysztof Jotko, also by unanimous decision, Sean Strickland. There he is. Now, his opponent here, Nassourdine Imavov, fighting out of the MMA Factory. That's in Paris, France, with coaches, famed coach, striking coach Fernand Lopez, also co-owner, founder Benjamin Sarfati. Both those guys on Instagram, both those guys putting in heavy work with Nassourdine Imavov. I liked it a lot. Also, it shows a little bit of work with Cyril Gane and his brother, Dajir Imavov. Dajir is like a 14-3 fighter in a lesser promotion, but man, those guys, you can tell they're brothers for sure. They look very similar because they got the same family traits. Okay, Nassourdine Imavov is the Russian sniper. He is coming off a string of good wins. Most recently, he beat Joaquin Buckley, unanimous decision. All right. Before that, he beat Edmund Shabazian, and that's, Edmund Shabazian's had his highs and his lows, but the method of how he beat him is very impressive. He got him the crucifix, elbows from the crucifix. I love those, because that's like one of the most, you're the crucifix, you can't do anything. Your arms are pinned out. You're like, what are you going to do? It's horrible. It's a humiliating way to lose. That happened in round 2. Before that, he had a ground and pound win over Ian Heinisch. Also, round 2. Prior to that, he lost a majority decision to Phil Hawes. That's tight. Phil Hawes, he's had his highs and lows as well. I don't know. Jury's still out on him, Phil Hawes. Before that, he beat the diabetic Jordan Williams by unanimous decision. That's his last 5. So 4-1 in his last 5 for the Russian sniper Nassourdine Imavov. Let's see what the cappers have to say for this main event. We've got starting, I guess we'll start with Strickland since I talked about him first. Taking Sean Strickland, we've got, and plus a lot of the thing is, a lot of these cappers, when they made their content, they broke down Gastelum against Imavov. So I had to dig. I either had to ask them on Instagram, like, hey man, what's your pick? Or I had to dig through their comments on their channels. And thankfully, some of the commenters asked, hey, new main event, what's your pick? And they answered those. That's how I received a lot of these. Or some of them just did new videos. But anyway, Cody, Blood Money. He is on the side of Sean Strickland. Learned that through his comments, and he said I think his comment said something like Sean Strickland's pressure is going to get on, it's going to grind down Imavov, getting him the win. He didn't say if it's going to go decision or anything. He just said he's going to win because of his constant pressure. Okay? Then jump over on the Imavov side. We have Cody's buddy Johnny K. Johnny K. in his comments I had to find this answer, but he said it's subject to change, but right now he is leaning on the side of Imavov to get the victory here. Then we've got, taking Strickland, we've got Artem MMA. And he's on the side of Strickland. Jump over here, we've got Dev, the dude. Dev, MMA Jesus, is his new moniker, I guess. I don't know. I'm still going to write Dev, it's just shorter than write in MMA Jesus. Unfortunately, Dev's partner in his breakdown cell lives in Africa, and I tried to message him on Cell's channel. He didn't reply as of yet. I don't know if he even seen it. And on Instagram, same thing. I couldn't get a hold of him, so I don't know what Cell's pick is. So I just had to omit that from the Capra comparison show here. But Dev is on the side of Imavov. And also found him in the comments. Somebody asked, "Hey, who you like now?" And he said, "I'm sticking with the same as Gaslam. I think Imavov is going to get this." Then we've got the Fight Night Pick brothers, leaving them, and you know what? They're split. Yes. Craig, the older brother, Craig Allen. Craig is on the side of Strickland. However, younger brother Matt Allen, Fight Night Picks Matt, is on the side of Nassourdine, Imavov. So the jury's out, split. We got, and this is legit 3-3. I wish I had Cell, he would give the tiebreaker. But I guess the tiebreaker is up to me. And up to me, yeah. What I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna go on the side of the Russian sniper. Only, you know, I did take Cannonier, and I did not like how Strickland, his performance against Alex Pereira. I just think he shouldn't have, and he wasn't even, his boxing didn't even look good. He was standing straight up and down. It's just, there's a lot of, I saw a lot of flaws in that fight, which got me going against him. And thankfully, Cannonier, you know, won my money. So I'm gonna go with Imavov here. I think he's gonna get the victory here. How? I think it's gonna probably go to. You know what the problem is though? Imavov, I've seen him gas. I've seen him tucker right out. And this is a 5-round fight. Oh man, so close, so close. But I think I've seen his Instagram. He's been putting in a lot of work with the coaches over MMA Factory, and I like what I'm seeing on that. So I'm gonna go Imavov, and I think he's gonna. What's the look? Over 4.5 is -120. Under -110. Slight lean toward the over, I guess. So, yeah, I'm gonna go use my head. I'm gonna go decision here for Nassourdine. It might even be a split decision. I don't know. The judging has been crazy. So I know end of 2022 it was pretty much, I don't know. Sometimes they were judging by damage, because I've seen people with much more volume and significant strikes lose. Yet at the same time, I've seen people with control time come to the judges and lose. So who knows? Hopefully it doesn't. I hate when it goes to the judges, but I think this one will, and I think Imavov might be able to pull off a split or close decision victory over Sean Strickland, capping off the first event, UFC event 4 2023. So to recap, thank you. To recap, I've got Punahelé, Soriano knocking out Roman Kopylov. Then I've got 50K Dan Ige knocking out Damon Action Jackson, which least confident pick On the card is right here. Not on the card, but out of these three, this is the one. I could flip. We'll see how they look in the weigh-ins. I don't know. Face-offs, we'll see. And then finally, the Russian sniper, Nassourdine Imavov. I got him winning a close decision over Sean Strickland. There you have it. Gather the info, place those bets, and cash those. Correct. By the way, guys, tomorrow I'm doing a live tomorrow night, probably 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Doing a live stream with BC Dave, Dev the Dude, and a couple representatives from the chat. Real News MMA, Noah Allen. You know, you guys. I'm doing I was supposed to do this last week, but things came up. But I'm doing the draft for the unranked contender contest, which means we got to draft 2 people per weight class for, you know, men's 2 people per weight class, and that are not in the top 15 the UFC rankings. And once they break into the rankings, you get points at the end of next year. This past season, BC Dave won. He actually tied with Mbe, but Mbe kind of fell off. She's like she's been ghosting my messages and stuff. So, Dave, your hoodie is in the mail. If you haven't got, and yeah, you haven't got it yet because you live in East Bum. You live in the middle of nowhere, but it's on the way. And congratulations, Dave. And tomorrow we're gonna do the draft, so you guys are welcome to hang out for that. Then Friday, I have a dinner planned with an old friend that I haven't seen in a decade. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the Friday night live stream, but you know what? I will do it, but I might not be in the best shape. I'm just warning you right now. I probably will be drunk. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It's still up in the air how things go that night. But anyway, there you have this. Good luck on your bets. Thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe and share it with your friends if you'd like.
Do you like my picture?
I love your picture from the person from the Bird Hotel, the manager of the Bird Hotel.
Yeah, that is.
I like the Bird Hotel. That's yeah, very good. I like the birds. So anyway, thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I will see you the next time I do a Kappa Compares Picks.
Bye.
I'm gonna try to do at least one or 2 shows a week. So, you know, let's hope I can find time to do that. Thanks for watching. Bye.